Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I wanna show you my game against none other than the world number one, Magnus Carlsen. I think it's a dream for many players to play Magnus, and I played him 4 times on chess.com. I'll show you what the results were after this game analysis is done, but you know, it's always an honor to play such a great player, such a huge chess menace, you know. But let's dive deep into the game. Let's see what happened. So I'm playing with white pieces. As you might see, the ratings are 26-29 for myself and 32-37 for Magnus. Magnus, by the way, is not, I think he's not in top 10 in bullets on chess.com. I might be wrong, maybe he is right now, but at the time I'm pretty sure he wasn't, because there are some players, some even unknown players who are not known to the general public that are higher rated than Magnus, but because they play 30 seconds and whatnot. But let's see. So I play e4 immediately taken the center. Magnus goes g6. In other games I played against him, I think he played, I don't think he played anything worse than g6, because you know, sometimes you watch Magnus's highlights and he plays like, I don't know, h3, a3. I was lucky that he played g6 this time. d4, bishop g7, I go knight c3, goes d6, bishop e3, a6, all book moves, queen d2, b5, and now I go long castle, and already we have a potential of opposite castle kings and opposite sides attacks. Here my plan would be to go h4, h5, h6, and trying to advance my h-pawn and potentially open h-file in case Magnus wants to go for short castle. His plan meanwhile would be to play c5, bring his queen to a5, and potentially try to create problems for my king. So he goes knight d7, he's not rushing. His plan is to go bishop b7 next, potentially putting pressure on e4 by playing b4. So I gotta be careful. So I go with him, protecting the pawn. So after bishop b7, I don't really have to worry about this knight anymore. He goes bishop b7, I go h4. As I said, my plan is pretty simple. I go h4, I go h5, and I try to attack. He goes h5 himself. Now I decided to go for knight h3. That's a usual plan. So by playing h5, Magnus weakened g5 square, and my next plan is of course to go knight h3, knight g5. And then if he decides to play f6, of course g6 is a huge hole, e6 is a huge hole. So h5, usually you want to play knight h3 and knight g5 as your plan. So he goes e6, I go knight g5, he goes queen f7, now I go knight e2. Not the best move. According to computer, d5 immediately, you know, creating pressure on e6 pawn would be a lot stronger, but I decided, okay, knight e2, but I had some plan in mind. So he goes knight f6 and I go knight f4. What's my plan, guys? My plan is to take on e6 with this knight and then play knight g6 and take 2 pawns for the rook. Basically 2 pawns. Magnus will have 2 pieces, I'll have 2 pawns and an exchange. So he goes knight b6, which is a mistake. I decided to go for king b1, and now Magnus plays another mistake. He plays knight d7, and guess what I did? Ba-boom! Knight e6, brilliant move against the world champ, world number one. Knight e6. The idea is, of course, now he has to take, otherwise I'm just up a healthy pawn and Magnus would be in huge trouble. So he takes on e6, and now I go knight g6, attacking the queen and attacking the rook. So he has to do something. He goes queen f7, knight h8, bishop h8, and now bishop g5. I lock his king on e8 square. So he goes bishop f6, and now I go queen f4, which is a mistake. According to computer, the best move was bishop f6, and in case of queen f6, I go rook h3, but it is just too complicated of a maneuver, so queen f4 quite simpler. He goes e5, which is a good move. Now I go queen f5, bishop g5 is a mistake, and now once again I played queen g5. I thought this would be huge for me, but h takes g5 is apparently a lot better. I want to go g6, not g6, but I think g6 in some lines, but also take and potentially rook h5 and take the third pawn, and then rook comes and g4, tam, all my pieces are coming towards the skin. And if, let's say, queen f5 takes, look at the pawns. It's just completely lost. So queen g5, I decide, okay, I might be putting some more pressure. He goes, he takes d4, rook d4, and now knight d5 is another mistake. Another mistake, and I play f4. Oh no, I play bishop e2 first. My plan is I'm threatening to play f4, and I'm threatening to take on h5 and just win a queen. So he goes queen e7, and I go queen h5. I took the pawn. I have 3 pawns. I have 4 passed pawns here. The best move here, actually, once again, would have been this. And after takes, knight d7, I can take on h5. And I'm once again completely winning. Rook e1 is not the move that I would play, but computer first suggestion. I would play bishop g4. I would keep some pressure on this diagonal. I would try to push my pawns next, try to go rook h7 and try to win the game, but of course it's very complicated. And you know, when you have this feeling of playing the best chess player in history, you kind of think of a draw. It kind of, you know, it's just in the back of your head. Like you would constantly think, oh, I'll make a draw, and you know, it would be such a huge achievement. So I go queen h5, he goes king d7, and now once again f4 is the best move that I played. Knight c6, bishop g4, king has to go, and now I don't know, guys, what I did. I played queen h8, which is not the best, and Magnus had no choice but to accept a draw. But if I would have played rook d1, that is completely winning, because now the point is this bishop is just a monster. My queen is a monster, controls everything here, and all I gotta push e5. e5, maybe, you know, make a queen trade and then push your pawn down the board. But I played queen h8, queen e8, queen f6, queen e7, and with +3 position. Unfortunately for myself, yeah, you can let me know in the comments. Of course, many of you would probably tell me that I'm terrible chess player, should have gone for a win, but look, guys, when you play against opponent of such level, like you wanna make a draw. So the game finished in a draw. As far as accuracy goes in this game, 80.9 for me and 82.6 for Magnus. 4 mistakes, 1 mistake from him, inaccuracy 1, inaccuracy 3, miss 1, misses 2, and 1 brilliant. Can I count it as a win? I mean, a little bit, yes, but of course not that much. As far as my score goes, that's official account of Magnus Carlsen. The score is half a point for me and 3.5 for Magnus. If you want me to make the recap of those other 3 games that I lost to Magnus, let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.